All right, day 18, I believe. We're leaving Fontana Village today. We're going to head up into the Smokies. I'm trying to do 12, 16, or 20. That's where the shelters are. There's a lot of elevation gain up to the mountains up there. So we'll see how far we get. Legs are feeling good. Got a few good meals in, ready to go. Day 18. Here we come, Smokies. Here's the restaurant inside the Fontana Village. It's a nice place. Probably a great place to be when the boating season opens up and the hiking and camping. There's a Fontana Marina down there. Nice wind tunnel. It's been fun hiking with you, Leo.
Woo!
Mo, I might see you. I don't think I'm gonna see Leo after today. They're gone. They're off to the races.
Hey. Any excuse to come back.
All right, the marina's over that way, over in the valley. We've got a couple of ridges between here and there. We'll head around to Fontana Lake, I guess it's called. The dam will be over this way, probably around this next corner. We'll head down there and take some more pictures and video, and then we'll start heading up into those clouds, that smoke in the Smoky Mountains. See what's going on up there today and how bad it's going to kick my butt doing the 7,500 feet climb to a good shelter. We'll see. Stay tuned. Is that the Fontana Hilton up there? We'll find out in a few. If so, it's a great view. All right, it's Fontana Dam Hilton, aka the wind. I think it's the wind tunnel.
Welcome.
But actually, it's out of the wind where you sleep. So it's not as bad as we thought it might be. The guys that stayed here last night said it's awesome. And a hell of a view. And Easy's mom with no trail name yet that she won't tell anyone. An Easy mom just doesn't cut it. It's a nice fire pit, food boxes, trash cans, hot showers up the hill. Here's the bathroom, Fontana Hilton. Hot showers, hot sinks. Old fat dude in the mirror, and a couple of stalls. This was a nice place if you stayed here. A couple kids stayed here, they were happy. I stayed in town. Time to hike. Enough procrastinating. Some really cool views here. I think I see Nessie out there in the lock. Right there. Maybe it's a Fontana Dam version of Nessie. But we need to head up into those clouds somewhere and see what's above them. Not to be confused with the hostel down the road. It's an interesting little emergency spillway. You can kind of see it down there. Wasn't sure what it was. Guess if it gets too high, it spills over that and saves the villages here and down below. Let's get back to hiking. We're getting ready to cross the dam. Looks like it's it right around the corner here. Stay tuned. After the dam, you can kind of see the ridge line we're going to be walking up today. Doesn't look too bad, but we got a lot more beyond that up in the clouds. So it'll be a tiring day. But I'm excited to get into the Smokies, and this dam and the Smokies are a big mile marker for a lot of people. It's our first big milestone, and we'll go from there. It's a cool little island. Once the dam's full, I believe in the summertime, turns that little area into an island. It's amazing to see what's down below when they have the lake drain for the spring runoff. Pretty wild. There's the backside of the dam, and I see Mo over there going up the stairs. There's a detour right now. They're doing construction up on the bridge. So you just walk down the sidewalk here, right in front of the, whatever this is, the visitor center. And you just keep hiking to the other end of this little spillway and you get back up on the dam. There's the backside of the dam. I heard it's some, I don't know, 40, 50, 100. I don't know. It's very, very thick. Might be on one of the plaques around here, but I didn't see it. And there's the river after the dam. See some people down there enjoying the bottom side. They have a lot of confidence in the dam. There's the plaque, Fontana Dam, 1942-45. All right, let's go across it. It's like the power generation's hydroelectric part of it down there. What a view. There's some geese blessing us with some noise. What's up, guys? All right, that's me finishing up the Fontana Dam causeway, road, whatever it's called. I'm going behind me there, up into the Smokies. And it's just some amazing views up here, and it's gorgeous out. Lots of smoke in the Smokies, but it's dry. I'm in surprise t-shirt and shorts again. Got my dirty girl gaiters on, keep my shoes tied, keep the rocks out. Anyway, see if we can peek over what's there without taking a spill over the spillway. There it is, straight down. All right, catch up soon, guys. Here's the backside of the dam. We just climb along the road here up to the next parking lot. And there should be a spot to drop off our permit, and then we'll officially be in the Great Smoky Mountains. Here we come. All right, as you come up the hill, you just follow in the road. There's a barricade ahead, and somewhere just up ahead is the box to drop your permits. Okay, here's the entrance. So you see the Benton Mackay goes that way. We're heading this way. We got 9.9 to Molly's Ridge Shelter. That's where I may call it a night. Unless for some miraculous reason I'm feeling good and I want to go another 3 or 4 miles to the next one. And it looks like right up here, just as you enter the trail, there's a little box there. Looks like where we put the permits. Let's check it out. I got mine ready to go. You just got to put your date that you're going to enter the Smokies in there. That's it. All right, wish me luck. You know, this is one of the best times to hike during the year if you know how to deal with the cold and snow. If you look over my shoulder there, you can see the Fontana Lake, the clouds, the mountains. Once these leaves come in, it's beautiful, but you have no view then, only occasional mountaintop. But right now, when it's a clear day like this or semi-clear, you can see all the mountains around you and then some. Of course, if you're tired like me climbing uphill, you also get to see how much is left in front of you, which can be good or bad, but we'll get up there. All right, there's Shuckstack Tower up on that peak. Another 1.5 miles or so. We got to follow this ridge line up there. And maybe find a little water before we get up there and see if we have some legs to climb the tower. But for now, we got to go up this way. Made a small little pond here, a little dammed up area right here, basically to get some water. This is coming out of Fontana. It's the first water source out of Fontana. Sorry, camera's all over the place. Basically, just made it deep enough to be able to scoop water and pour it in the bottle. Easier with two hands. But you get the idea. Then I filter that, drink as much as I can stand to drink here, and carry a little less, maybe half a liter to 3/4 of a liter as I head up next 2,000 or 3,000 feet. That's all. There was hardly any water here. It was real difficult to get to, so it took 5 minutes just to dam it up just a hair, just a couple of inches, to give you enough room to scoop it, let it clear out, scoop it, filter it. Delicious cold mountain water. The tower's getting closer, another mile. There's Klingman's Dome. Easy for me to say, huh? Over in the distance. I believe I can find it. I believe it's this. Be there in a couple days. See you soon. Unbelievable view. Climbing up to that tower. Enjoy today's moment of zen. The buds are coming out on these trees. It's in the 60s at least today, and it's perfect. Well, let's climb up the Shuck Stack Tower. It's way the heck up there. But let's do it. Left the pack down below where the trail splits. This is just a blue trail, a little side trail. But a little ways uphill and way up in the tower. Should be a nice view. Hold on. All right, here's the view from the top of Shuck Stack Tower. It's a ways up. There's a bunch of glass here. Some of it's missing. You get better views, but the wind blows through. But enjoy. Way in the distance, maybe you can see Fontana Village. Somewhere over there, right there. There's the dam down below, the lake. The marina's over there. The lake just keeps going. Peek out the side here, get an idea, see how high we are if it shows up on the camera. If I don't drop my phone out. There we go. All right, let's get a couple of pictures and move on. All right, still an AT, Gregory Ball, 3 miles ahead. We've gone 3.7 since Fontana Dam. There's some other local trails. Pretty cool stuff. We got a long day still. Might be a first night hike in here. And try to get another 9 or 10 miles in. Try to get through the Smokies reasonably quick without hurting myself. Bad weather starting sometime probably Tuesday if the weather forecast holds. So it'd be nice to be closer to the other end by then. We'll see. All right, junction of a bunch more trails and some signs to get there. Birch Spring Gap Campground. That's one of the only campgrounds that I remember seeing on far out for the Smokies. Everything else is inside shelters to help with the bear issues. or the people issues coming into bear country, however you want to look at it. But we're heading this way. See the white blaze on the tree? Well, means go this way, so we're going. Thanks for the clarification, guys. Mountain laurel. I thought that's what it was, but I appreciate, sorry, didn't catch your name, letting me know that's really what this is. It's gorgeous. It's the first good tunnel for the day. Another junction of trails here on the AT. Gregory Bald Trail, Gregory Ridge, Parson Branch, Appalachian Trail to my right, Russell Field Trail, and where I came from, the AT, Birch Spring, Lost Cove, Fontana Dam. All right. It's little impromptu campsites, but you're not really supposed to. So we're heading up this way. There's a white blaze on the tree here. So we'll head up that way. We got a long afternoon and evening ahead of us here to get to the shelter. You can probably hear I'm a little beat. Been climbing all day. So my legs are getting better. I'm sure by the end of the Smokies, injuries aside, hopefully no injuries, should be able to start making good miles, or better miles. I'm doing pretty good so far. Anyway, wish me luck, and we'll see where we can get to tonight. It's a beautiful area up here on the top of Doe Knob. Still 3 or 4 or 5 miles to go before my camp, but thought it was just gorgeous up here. There aren't great views, although with no leaves on the trees, you can still see forever through the branches. I don't know. I just thought this was really pretty up here. I hope you enjoy it. And we have that much daylight left today. Without music. Here's the sounds on this ridge. Did I mention the rhododendron starting to bloom? Up higher, it's very similar up by the tower. I took a picture, but I couldn't tell if you could see it, but all these are just starting to flower now. It's gonna be beautiful soon. All right, let's climb that hill over there and one more after it and come into camp, probably at dark. That's okay. This will be the first time I've come in on this trip at dark. That's what they make lights for, and it'll be a little cooler. It's been hot all day, sweating too much, using too much water. At least I get a break from that. Take care, all. Not exactly a pipe spring, but someone's got a leaf lined up. Just pour this in here. I just need about a half a bottle. I just drank about a liter. It's enough to get me to the next water source. See the filter in my left hand. We'll filter it when I need it. Time to hike. See how quick I can get to camp. Well, I'm getting into some smoke, aka clouds, here in the Smokies. A couple of quick facts. In the Smokies, you have to pay a small fee. I think it actually might have been $40. You have to put a permit, as you saw in the box. You got to keep the other half with you. You have to stay in the shelters unless they're full. Then you can camp outside the shelter. There are some nuances to that. You might want to look it up if you're coming up here. Also, I learned a couple days ago, the shelters, let's see, the shelters zigzag back and forth. Some are in Tennessee, some are in North Carolina. The ones in North Carolina have privies, aka toilets. Sorry, I'm still going uphill. It might not look like it, so I'm breathing hard here. The ones in Tennessee do not have privies. So if you have the legs to choose, choose whichever one you like. Some like it all natural. Some like the privy. I'm just going to where my legs say that's enough for the day. Probably another 4 or 5 miles, another 4 miles, I think. But not too hard after I get to this next shelter. Anyway, I'll try to stop in the shelters that are close to the trail on the way. And I'll show you a little bit of what they look like. Some are kind of far off the trail, so I'm not taking detours unless I'm staying there. But check out that cloud. That's a nice view. Coming up on Molly's Ridge Shelter. So if you guys have set up shop, we're going to try to go one more, 3 or 4 miles.
We're at Molly's Ridge.
Guys made it from the tower. Oh,
Hey.
double decker, huh? Barely.
Yep.
Fireplace. Does that fireplace work?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You're hurt, buddy. Can't tell if it's hurt or what, but see its back left leg, some red. Might have a problem. Just above the clouds here. You can see them over there in the distance. Some above, some below. It's gorgeous. I got to get hustling. That's fun going up and down these valleys this time of day. It's getting late in the day. I've had 3 or 4 sunsets. See it behind me. It's just getting ready to set again. And in front of me, there's some clouds, fog, I don't know, whatever it is. And we'll see where we're at when we get over to camp. We still got a mile or 2 to go. See if I can beat the sun or find a good spot to get a proper sunset. Sorry, cut my head off. I know you're real worried about that. Enjoy that sun over my shoulder. In the next corner, and you get this nice foggy sunset. If this was Pennsylvania, I'd say it's Sleepy Hollow here, but gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's fun running through the clouds right now. You can taste it, you can smell it. Beautiful. You can only see about 30 or 40 feet, maybe 50 feet. We'll just keep making some noise in case some mama bear's out here doing something on the trail. But anyway, got another 1.5 miles to go, so we'll see. It'll be dark, but I think we'll make it. Cool little scene coming up on in the fog. Just a lot of down trees. I like seeing them down, but it just looks neat in this fog. One more mile to go. This is Big Abrams Gap. Don't see any signs, but this is it. Down that way, up that way to camp, another mile, and down that way. So we'll just keep going. 1 more mile. I don't think we'll beat the sun this time. I think it's too high up on the mountain now. You can kind of start to tell up there, but some of the views back there, I could just see the mountain breaking through the clouds here. And it's a light rain here in the middle of the cloud, but I've had 1 drop hit me. I hear it everywhere, but I've only so far gotten hit with 1. Let's keep it that way. Well, climbing up out of it. I'm winded, so pardon me, but it's gorgeous. I don't think we'll make it to the sun. It's actually behind me. The sun's in front of me. This camp is behind me. I don't think we'll get there. Let's try. Look at that. It's supernatural. I've almost caught the sun. It's coming through the clouds there. Enjoy. Look what I found. Ta-da! One more mini sunrise, which means we'll have another sunset here in a minute. I don't know if you can see the valley here. That's the clouds. Those are the clouds we were hiking in, or I was. I'm alone. But anyway, yeah, they're down there. I could almost just sit here and watch that go down, but we're going to keep climbing. Got another half mile or so. We can take a break and have a good sleep and do it again tomorrow. Well, before I get to camp and disturb everyone, because I'm coming in kind of late, just enjoy that sun behind me there. So it was like 16 and a half miles today. Started the Smokies. That was 7,500 feet of elevation gain. A lot of descent. It was tough, but gorgeous. Clouds, the deer. I hope he's okay, but I don't know. I saw squirrel. I don't see many of anything out here. And the sun, we've had about, 5 sunrises and sunsets going through these valleys over the last hour. It's gorgeous. So I'm ready to call it a day here in just a few minutes. If there's anything good to see there, I'll take a picture to make some video. But anyway, it's onwards tomorrow. I don't know, 15 or 20 again tomorrow. And we'll be getting closer and closer to the other end before the bad weather comes. It's just rain, no snowstorms coming. Don't worry, Mom, I'm not getting stuck up here. We'll see who's here at the shelter. Also, the shelter has a great name. It's called Russell Field Shelter. Look it up. Great name. Those of you who know me know why, but it's a good name. I went a few extra miles so I could stay there tonight, and we'll see how it is. Now, it's in Tennessee, so there won't be a privy, but we'll make do. We'll manage. I've been out here for, I think today's the end of day 18. I'll figure it out. Take care.